There's a little 6-year transformation goal, 855. I'm not happy with it, so we're going to go for a 900 when we get the chance. Which will be in a few moments, you know. But it's 3 in the morning. We got like a few tacos that I'm eating. Giving off some good school shooter vibes. It's raining. We have a gym session to get to before our 3-hour drive. It's actually abnormally wet. Like, you ever had it where you go outside and it's only sprinkling like a little bit, but then as you've been in there for like 5 seconds, 10 seconds, you're like, I'm getting soaked? And that's how it is today. It's an SBD day today, so nothing too crazy. Usually RP6, except on bench we have a 7. I don't know how everything's gonna go because this traveling is a bit off on the food. But last week we had it where we went to Denny's for breakfast and lunch. I had a huge burger. I had some French toast, shaking. I had a pizza this morning. A whole thing of Fairlife. Like, I think it's good enough to get us where we need to be today. But once we get back, we'll get back on the food. The biggest reason why we came out to Fargo was because we were shooting a little video for Rise. ISO because it's way better. You don't know crap about cameras though, I bet.
Not a fucking thing.
It's just all your friends know cameras.
2 of them.
This is Callum. He tore his pec. Now he just watches people in the gym.
Yeah. I'm a great people watcher. I'm not gonna look at your camera
I straight up have to have it this high, or else it's just like down angled. You 6'5"?
6'4". 6'4", I'm like ish. Depending on what gas station I leave.
Me too. The angle. So, I mean, I don't know how I'm supposed to start off this video but I'll give you kind of a rundown with my plan, because I've had a lot of people ask me, hey Sawyer, make a video, do a full day of eating, go on the Texas deadlift bar. Just a bunch of people in my ears talking with what I should do, because I just haven't been creating content, and I was in kind of in one of those moods where I'm just like, I want to create something that I enjoy. I've been playing around, with my camera, my drones, and everything, but I haven't uploaded anything because I just haven't had any oomph, a little demotivating. But I also have been a little bit busy with some things. So as you guys know from the previous videos, I bought a bunch of gym equipment, right? I haven't been training on it. It's right now in cold storage. The idea is to be able to get my shop up and running and putting the equipment in the shop. So this week, there's a huge long plan for that. So let me break it down. I'm going to try and not talk too fast and make it as easy to understand as possible, right? So we have to do a few step-by-step things before we can accomplish training in the shop. So right now there's a bunch of building material and just antiques in the shop where it's just, I'm not able to put my equipment in there because it's filled with crap, right? So I got a quote today on some pallet storage things, which it's shelving units for pallets, but you can put other things on there. So I got a quote on that today. I also have it where I've found a shipping container that I can buy. So it's a 20-footer. I was originally going to buy a 40-footer, but since I did find pallet shelving, I don't think I'm going to have to buy a 40-footer. I can just go with the 20-footer. So I found a 20-footer, and that's like 3,000. It's like $4,000. It's 3,000, like $500 plus I have to pay for shipping. So $4,000 for a 20-footer shipping container, which I'll put some building supplies in there, and then I think it's $800 to $600 for the pallets, which is 10 feet tall. Because in the shop it's about 14-foot ceilings, so 10 foot's ideal. So the idea is I'm gonna get that in order, purchase it, basically empty out my bank account to get the gym in the shop. Then what I want to do is be able to train there from June, July, August, September, and possibly October. And throughout that 4 to 5 month span, I'll have it where right now we're going to be working on dropping a workout program, right? Because a lot of people have asked me for a program. I don't feel educated enough to make a proper program that I can say, hey, buy. That's just the reason why I haven't made a program. Anyone can make a program, right? And then just put their name on it, stamp it, and send it out. And it could be absolutely shit, or else it could be amazing. And I want to make something that's great, it's amazing, and then everybody who DMs me who bought the program is going to be like, hey, Sawyer, I'm so happy I bought your program. This is what my lifts went from this to this. Just keeps me in the loop. So my coach and I, we're going to be putting together a program. I want to be able to sell at least 2,000 of them. I have a price point in mind of what I want to sell it at, because it is going to take a lot of time out of my day of creating the website, creating this. There's so many ideas I have bubbling in my mind with how I want to be able to produce it and export it for you guys, I guess, to best say it. But I fully believe it's going to be a great program, and it's going to be something that you guys can support me with when you buy it. And I'm going to tell you what I'm going to be using that money for, and it's going to be to put that money towards the shop, to be able to get the shop fully up and running, because right now it's not fully insulated, it's not fully heated, etc., etc., etc. And then there's just some small other things I like to use the money for. But you're not going to see me like, hey, buy this program, and then I'm out here with a freaking, Ferrari, Lamborghini, newer, just, those are over the top cars, and just a newer Toyota. but I want to kind of get this gym up and running and possibly have it where it's a fully functioning gym for the community that I live in. You know, my small town, in which I'll be able to have a lot of more people to come train at. And the idea is I just want to be able to create a place to train that I'm excited to go to, you know, and that I'm proud to be at. I'm working on it. You know, all the equipment that I bought is amazing, and I'm just trying to, you know, make it to that next step. And everything seems like it's going slow. And I go on social media, and it seems like everybody's doing better things than me. Oh, they're moving there. Oh, this person hits a PR. This person does this, and I'm just like, damn. Like, it makes me feel like I'm making slow progress, and it's definitely infuriating sometimes. But I'm always just kind of trying to hammer away. But I want to create something totally different, a total different experience. I want to have it where it's going to be something not like any other gym. And also being able to have it where I'm at the opportunity, right? I'll be turning 21 in August, right? Being able to, like, oh, I own a gym at 21 years old. That'd be cool, right? So my main focus right now is just trying to get this gym figured out. Whether that will be a home gym, private gym, or I'll opening up to the public, I don't know. Kind of depends on the whole price range of what heating is, if I want to have people there, who I'm going to be there, who I'm going to allow to be there, because, you know, I don't want to have any weirdos, and I want to make it kind of a cool environment, which it's like, we're here to train, we're here to lift, you know. So there's just so many things that have been happening behind the scenes that I haven't really discussed too much. I've put like glimpses and Easter eggs kind of thing, but nothing fully like, you know, public, I guess. I have so much ideas with merch that I want to get done. There's just so many things. It's very difficult when you're a one-man band, but also uh, I do like the ideas when I get it published. It's like, okay, like I did it, great, you know. But yeah, those are just some things that I've been going through my life, I guess, and what I'm working towards, because I want to get this gym done, but I also want to deadlift 900 pounds. So it's very difficult juggling a bunch of tasks, right? But I do want to deadlift 900, and that might be on the Kabuki deadlift bar with the comp plates. But I got to get my hands on the Kabuki. Right now they're on back order, sadly. So if I can get one in like July-ish, that gives me enough like August, September, October-ish to pull something, because it's around October, November-ish is when my 6-year transformation should be published. So everything right now is designated training to finish and complete that 6-year transformation, because we did an awesome 3 years, 3 years ago, and I want to be able to create one of the best 6-year transformations. And I know a lot of people aren't fully like indulged in the YouTube game. Most people are on TikTok, but it's something. It's one of my goals when I was younger. I still have the goals written up around my room of the numbers I want to hit and what I'm destined to hit for that 6 years. So just another thing that I'm working towards, and it's going to be very, very interesting on how time plays out. You know, it's been crazy ride, and it's definitely felt a little slower this year. But I know with all these small things that are coming into play that we'll be able to get all the things that I want accomplished. We just have to keep moving forward and being focused. The also big elephant in the room is I have to be 240 pounds. I am not 240 pounds right now. I'm 220 pounds. I haven't went up. I've been very shitty with my eating and sleeping. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not consistent at all. It's been up and down, left, right, over and over. I haven't made a full out schedule for sleep, food, etc., etc. And that's totally on my part. So I can't be, the only person I can be mad at is myself. You know, alongside with training's been, it's been going okay. We're getting through it, you know. I'm definitely on the low side of training right now, with where training just doesn't feel as fun. Definitely after a competition where I was pushing my body to an extreme level, my body doesn't feel good, and it still doesn't feel 100%, and I'm trying to get my body to feel 100% because it's one of those things, not only mentally, but if your body's feeling good, it almost has it where you can push beyond the limits that you're supposed to and achieve what you need to achieve. And it's been to a part where I don't want to push that boundary yet because body doesn't feel 100%. So we've been taking it easy. I've been having a little bit issues with my hamstring being a little tight and whatnot. So I have a full new mobility warm-up routine that I have on any lower body exercises. Today we actually have chest, so we're not going to have to use it. We have close grip now in training, so training's changed a little bit. So on our Tuesdays we have a closer grip bench, and what that is for me is my pinky on the knurling. That's counted as my medium grips, but then for my Larsons it's a close grip, which is 2 fingers in the knurling. So just 2 fingers in the knurling. Really emphasis on the execution on the elbows, it feels like. But yeah, and if you guys are like, oh man, Sawyer's not feeling super energetic right now, it's just because I'm still kind of processing everything, developing a plan, getting things in order. Because at the end of the day, I am an athlete, I am an influencer, and I'm also trying to be entrepreneur, So a lot of things, moving turntables. I want to create a program. We got the 800 series hoodies. We have merch. There's like a lot of things that I want to get done, but I also don't have that much money to do it, because all my money, I don't buy anything fancy. I haven't upgraded. I've had the same camera since I started YouTube, right? All the money I made is like putting into businesses that I'm trying to get started and up and coming, and just, better gym equipment, which will thus get me better strength, progress, hopefully. But yeah, that's what's been happening. Kind of cool, but it's the boring parts of life, it seems like, that nobody wants to pay attention to, but it matters. So if you've ever have it where you feel like, oh, it has to be all glamoury and everything has to be like this, don't worry. That's fake social media. Stick to the consistent progress. It's what works, right? I wouldn't be deadlifting 800 pounds if I was going off program 24/7. But yeah, I ate half a pizza. I'm gonna probably snag some juice from the store and eat a Pop-Tart before we go on this gnarly chest exercise. Gotta get big, right? Gotta get juicy. This is a bike that got sent to me. Mainly use it after I've eaten like a huge meal. I don't know, I'm probably not that angry. I'm just like, venting. But it's just one of those things, I just, whatever. A little bit of gorilla mode going on. For all you guys that do use my code, I do appreciate you. I do. Because it lets me buy shit that's going to support me doing things. And I know I haven't really left my town, and a lot of you guys want to see collabs with other people, and I've been trying to buy equipment and doing shit, and maybe that's selfish on my part. I'm sorry if it is. I really just want to deadlift 900. And I really want to just bench 405. And I really want to squat like 675 to 700. And I just want those so bad. And it's very difficult, when you want something so bad, but your body's not allowing you to get it. Because your mind is there, but your body isn't there. So you just have to have this mutual agreement of like slowly catching up, you know, and not being greedy, because then as soon as you overshoot, this is what happens. Your mind of progress of what you want, how your body is, and then it's like this, and then overshoot, oh, you're like back 2 weeks, right? So I can't let any of that happen. I gotta stay humble, I gotta stay focused, I have to stay consistent, right? So I mean, that's the thing. It's a big oofy, right? But it's just how it is. It's gonna have to. It's how it has to play out. And I feel like in all my videos, nothing makes sense because everything's just a jumbled mess in my mind, and nothing is coming out as the way I need to explain it. But I hope you guys understand the level of consciousness you have to be at to. I feel like I'm Kanye West when I'm talking because nothing sounds correct. My words get messed up and it's just, texting doesn't work and everything's just How messed up is that, right? How messed up is that? It probably doesn't help that I'm lonely as in my town with no content creators, nothing. And I'm using it as like a motivational aspect of like staying focused. But then as soon as that like thread gets a little thin, you're like, ugh! You know, because you're running on E, and I don't like running on E. I want to be 240 pounds. I want to squat 700 pounds. I want to bench 405 pounds. I want to deadlift 900 pounds. Gotta make sacrifices. And I'm making a lot of them. But I know how to correct myself. I know these sacrifices are what's going to make me better than the average individual and be able to expand or change the direction we're supposed to go, because I'm always seeing myself as this idea of like, I'm an influencer, I have a big audience, I have an audience, I need to influence something, and I don't want to influence drama, and I don't want to influence stupid decisions like taking steroids at a young age, and I don't want to influence this idea of pure out the idea of how people will be like, oh, I'm all about honesty and honest and things that how they are in black and white, but then they're just actual dicks. It's not like a good form of saying how things are supposed to be, you know. I don't want to come off as that either, and it's a very complicated situation, right? Because how can I perceive myself in the most authentic possible way? But there's always things that I'm like, okay, but if I do it this way, I have it this way and that way and this, blah, 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 you know? And then how those people are, you know, blah, 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 right? And it's very complicated. And it probably doesn't make sense to you guys. And it probably doesn't supposed to make sense because I'm just ranting. But whatever. I have to push the limits of boundary of what human capabilities are so I can just keep pushing, so we can keep expanding to get stronger and stronger, and so we are having men deadlift 2,000 pounds, right? I got to change the genetic level. I got to alter my genes, okay? I got to make it where the next time I have a... I got to make it... I was going to say the next time I have a kid, but I don't have a kid. When I have a kid, he will be so genetic superior to lift abnormal amounts of weight that they will call him the juggernaut. That is the way I'm always thinking. I need to be stronger. And I have to eat more. Because I'm a stupid guy that isn't eating enough, who isn't consistent enough. I have to be better. That's our pre-workout warm-up. Time to get big. Check out this beauty. Yeah. Gets about 25 miles to the gallon. James English can race me anytime. Or Alex Eubank. They ain't passing me. They ain't getting me. They ain't beating me. Alright, medium bench. No tunnel today, so we're going with no spot. I might have to lower it. We did 275 last week. I really think we can get a 308 to 315-ish, maybe. Triceps have been feeling very strong and explosive lately. Weighted dips we have on Thursdays, which I'll record. We're gonna get a 405 bench. We need a 405 bench. So I haven't fully showed you guys this, but this is the velocity reader. I had it in the previous video, but I'll give you a little closer up. So this is the thing, right? There's a string and a little bit of Velcro that attaches to the barbell over here. And then I have this app on my phone that it goes over here, right? And I pick bench press. Oh wait, I'm gonna go medium. Medium bench press, right? I put the weight up to here, so I do 120 kgs. Then I'm gonna plug the little string to here. This is magnetic at the bottom. So what you do is I have a plate, a little 5-pound plate right here. I attach it, take the string, attach it to this Velcro piece, right? And it gives me a velocity reading right here. So that's the velocity of like just the string attached to the bar. We're gonna exit that out. And now it's all clear. Now I'm gonna hit this for like a single and maybe two. I'll hit it for two, depending on how it feels, right? And then what we are gonna do from that is we can look at and determine how that speed is from last week. We cross-reference those with our warm-ups to get a better RPE, because right now RPE is all about how it feels, right? But sometimes, as we know, RPE and how it feels can be sometimes in our head, right? And the weight might be moving way faster, but you might be thinking, man, this doesn't feel as good as it did last week, but it's all mental, you know? So this is just a better way to gauge what we can do. If the warm-ups are faster, mathematically, okay, we can go up or we can stay the same, but it's just gonna be at a faster velocity, so it's better at an RPE reach. Some people do it where they just do only velocity reading or only RPE. Right now, I'm just intertwining the two and using the most amount of data as possible. The same thing I'm using it for my squat and deadlift. People have been thinking, hey, is that a band attached to your thing? No, it's a velocity reader, okay? It's pretty expensive, but universities for football have been using them for a long time, and I'm just trying to use the most amount of data for my powerlifting ways, right? Taylor Atwood's been using it for a little bit. I've been using it a bit. If you guys want to use it, you guys can, but also remember, it's just a tool to use. You don't absolutely need it. So that feels really good today. Really good. Then what I also do is I cross-reference it with the video of how it looks. So I get kind of 2 points of data. I get the mathematical version of speed, but also videoing it so I can kind of compare the two, you know? See if there's any form breakdown, anything else like that. What I want to do is get into even more data, which would be trained, like it would be almost like a full year of tracking, but it would be tracking what is the best time of day for me for training, and also which foods are best for me eating throughout the day. So it'd be like probably, you know, every 2 months or every new mesocycle or training block, it would consist of me changing up some kind of training timing. So let's say it was 8 to 16 weeks. We get in a couple of, you know, 4 or 5 times where I could be like, okay, let's see what noon is, let's see what kind of earlier morning, midday, and kind of nightish time is, and cross-reference all that with also the food I'm eating, with also the velocity, and just have this on a huge ass spreadsheet of like what is the best for me specifically to make the most amount of progress. Because the more data I have, the better I can have it to determine my strength levels. Because, and this is all scientific and stuff, but at the end of the day, I don't have to work a full-on 9 to 5, it seems like. I am doing other things, such as like trying to get the gym all together and whatnot. But if I can get it to a point where I have the most amount of time to fluctuate my training levels, I might as well do that to make the most amount of my strength gains, you know? So it'd be just kind of like a scientific project. 40.44, which is super fast. We're gonna wanna bring that number down a little bit, so we're gonna go up. That's a good one. All right, boys and girls, like I said, I wanted a 0.3, we got a 0.3. So right now, we have a set of 5 with the medium bench, and the 303 moved exactly how I wanted to, and I think I probably could do, 280-ish for a set of, with our 3 sets of 5, right? Well, it's actually 1 set of 5, then a 5% drop. But as we're trying to stay consistent, we don't want to overshoot. And the best way as possible is this Tuesday bench session is a little bit different from what I've ever been used to because it is a medium grip and also close grip for the Larsons. So it's a heavy taxation on the triceps and it's on the chest too, right? But before then, we had it where on our Monday workouts, our Monday was a primer day to prep us for our Tuesdays. But our Tuesday isn't on like a full out single bench workout, which it was before. So I've been really trying to stay in the pocket for the most part throughout the entire chest workout for our Saturday session, which is a single on bench. And I think this has been really helping a lot. I just sent the video over to Sean, who my coach is, and he's very happy with that. We really think progress is going to be made with the close medium grip and then also the close grip Larsons on top of on the Thursday day that we do have weighted dips. So not going to be greedy today. We have 275 on the bar, which is 10 pounds more than we did last week. We're going to hit that for our set of our reps of 5 and then a 5% drop. So let's get it. Good vibes only. Or if I'm gonna work out, let's do it now. Yes. That was a good one. So I had a lot of people ask me like, hey, so what do you do after your bench? Because I don't really film that stuff. So I have single triceps, so I have it for 15, and then I have some like lateral raises. I have tricep push downs in my program, but I'm switching it to this kind of thing. So it's almost like a tricep pulling motion instead of a pressing down, because what I found out was when I'm doing tricep push downs, what ends up happening is I either roll my shoulder a little bit, or even if I don't roll my shoulder, I'm still getting this crap ton of lat engagement, right? To the point where it just takes away from my triceps. you know? I'm getting more of a lat pump than triceps, and I've tried like being it farther out, I've tried being closer in, and I just still get this gnarly lat pump. And I don't want that. That's not the purpose of these triceps, is to get these triceps stronger. So I was fooling around with different movements of what hits the triceps best for me. And what I found was doing it this way, right? But I'm not just doing a standard this, okay? What I'm doing is I have one of these cables that the handle can kind of swivel back and forth like this, right? And what ends up happening is I'm having it like this, and then I'm twisting it in. You see that? And when it's twisted in, and then I come out and I'm pushing it out, almost the same as when you're having a lockout on bench press after you push it, and you're like that, when I'm doing this, right? And I just get this gnarly pump right in this general area, which is primarily where you lock out. So I'm gonna be fooling around with this, and if I get some great results, this is gonna be my go-to tricep. I haven't had any issue with it, and I've been feeling really good. I don't have sore lats to the point where the next day, which is deadlifts, my lats aren't sore, which is a positive, right? So we're gonna hit this, and this is gonna be my third set. But if you guys have that issue, like I do, try this one out, guys. Old school look, so it's like a few things to work on, but I have these long arms and I can't hit the crucifix quite yet until I get bigger forearms. And you know, I have a chunky waist, you know, I got a wide waist, but with this look, this thing with the long arms, it's like, might as well take it and just be like, oh, that was sick. That was sick. It was like Bone Arrow, Hawkeye, fucking Green Arrow, just boom. Check me out, Chris Bumstead.